Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's reading, we're doing who is being shady and why, and what are they saying, what is the shade, and yeah, like these are one of my fun readings, okay? Binge watching for sure. And just know all of my readings are 100% accurate. So don't forget to subscribe and comment to get familiar with your energy on this channel. We have here three beautiful piles. Pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Please pause the video if needed. Let's go. So for my viewers that picked a pile number 1, let's find out who's throwing shade at you and what is the shade. And then we got specific names and details here. But first, I want to guess who is being shady towards you. Then we're going to hit the characters to confirm that. And then we keep going. Let's just go. Let's see here. Who is being shady towards my pal number 1? And again, these are super accurate. So even if you think you're the Holy Ghost, sweetheart, somebody's throwing shade at you. So let's see here. Who is throwing shade at my pal number 1? Who's throwing shade at my pal number 1? Who's throwing shade at my pal number 1? Okay, so a lot of cards flew out, but let's just keep them going. Who is throwing shade at my pile number 1? Someone you no longer talk to. Could also be your mother, family, your own family. Maybe an old workplace. Someone you cut off, a friend you cut off. A workplace, family, an old friend group. Old people you used to hang out with. I also get like old classmates, like old work colleagues, anything like that. Now let's see here. Ooh, we got in-law family. I knew this was something judgmental, but like family. Okay, so yes, got that one where we have in-law family. And remember, you might love your in-law family, right? But you don't, there's more characters, okay? So don't think that it's just the people that I'm saying. Like, take it how it resonates, because you will know. The energies will not lie, right? Someone you recently cut off. Yes, intuition on fleek. Who says that anymore? Okay. Old boss. Somebody you cut off, somebody from a work environment, somebody that you had to say bye to. Ooh, we have here a sister-in-law. Ooh, pile number 1. We have here your ex's lover, a cousin you're not talking to. We have your an ex as well that's coming in. Extremely accurate, extremely accurate. Someone's being shady towards you. We have here brother and male friend. And you know, it's good to know these things just so that you don't have to let your emotions run you, because you're already prepared for who that person is. You know what I mean? I'm going to lay the names in front of me so that when I get more messages on what are they being shady about, I could catch it, all right? So again, boss, sister-in-law, family-in-law, brother. Not your brother. It's crazy because I got mother in the beginning, but it could be literally your ex and you have a child with them. Now let's see. Why are they being shady? Why are they being shady? And then we're going to get to what are they saying? So why are these people being shady towards my pal number 1? Why are these people being shady towards my pal number 1? Let's see. Why are they being shady? They could be shady because of your practices, your spiritual beliefs. They could also be jealous because you got yourself out of a very bad place, and and they've realized that you no longer want to continue like some sort of cycle with them, with the devil. It's like these people are throwing shade or being shady towards you because they're upset that you're not struggling or depressed or like chasing after them or like begging them or crying about them or forcing yourself to be accepted by them. You know what I mean? It's like these people want you to kiss their ass so that they can treat you better or give you more attention. But it's like you are not really caring about that. Like you don't care about, forcing people into your life. It's like if you want to be there, stay there. I'm not going to force you. I'm not going to kiss your ass. Okay? You're not more special than anyone else in my life. So, yeah. I feel like we have here the 10 of Wands and the 9 of Swords. Like, I really feel like these people feel burdened by the fact that you're not burdened. And so they're throwing shade because they feel burdened inside because whatever plan that they had almost did not work. You could have had an ex that left you when you needed them the most, and then now that they show you, like you're showing you've moved on, you're getting your ish together, you're seeing other people, now they want to be shady towards you because you're not fighting for them, because they thought that them leaving, you were going to be on your knees begging for them, or you were going to be, doing everything that they tell you to do, like basically, be under their wing. A lot of people here, they're shady towards you because you're not under their wing. You're not kissing their ass. You're not looking for them. Let's see here more details. Why are these people being shady towards my pile number 1? Why are these people being... You could be attracted to 2 too, so go. Why are these people shady towards my pile number 1? They want to be in your life. These people want to be in your life. They want to be in that 10 of Pentacles with you. Or maybe you're experiencing the 10 of Pentacles right now. You don't even know it. And they don't feel as involved. It's almost like they want to be a part of this happy moment for you. They want to be a part of the happy times in your life. They want to be a part of your life. But with the 3 of... But it's almost like they kind of ruined that for themselves without thinking. You're not burdened by their lack of energy or even them not being around. Like, you're not burdened and you're not looking for them. You're not planning things. You're not doing anything. If this was like your in-law family, it could be that they tried so hard to create tension between you and your partner that it only made you guys stronger. So now some of you guys have families with these people, and now the in-law family feels like they're not involved. Like they're not as involved in the family. But it's like, if you're not involved, it's because you ruined that, right? So that's what I'm getting here. Like, these people are upset that now that they're seeing you guys forming your family, they're not a part of it. They're not close to it. They don't know anything about it, right? If this was like an old boss or a cousin you're not talking to, it could be that when you were in their life, they treated you with a lack of respect and maybe almost didn't acknowledge you, and now that you left them behind, it's almost like they're confused as to why you're not looking for them or updating them about your life. It's like you almost went gone on a lot of these people. I feel like you've accepted a lot of what a lot of these people did. You might be like still upset about it a little bit, but time heals everything. But it's almost like you put an ending to that chapter. And they almost don't understand why you just don't abide by them. Like, why don't you just like, it's almost like these people, they want to sweep under the rug everything they've done and expect you to have them like with open arms ready to love again. Okay, now let's see, how are they being shady? Like, what are they saying? I feel like clearing the cards. Let's see. Hopefully the same ones don't come. How are these people being shady towards my pal number 1? What are they saying? Like, how are these people being shady? How are these people being shady towards my pal number 1? How are these people being shady towards my pal number 1? They're being shady by taking credit for something. Maybe taking credit that you're financially stable, or that you live a good life, or that whoever you're with gives you a good life. They're shading you about your work as well. Maybe they're saying it's too easy, or that you barely work. They're shading you in a way where they're saying like basically you feel like you are better, or you're doing better than them, or that you're working very hard to like not come around, or it could be they're shading you about your attitude. They're saying that you're very closed off, or like a bitch. You don't say nothing. You don't spark conversations. These people could be shading at you as to when are you going to get pregnant, or like they think you are pregnant. How are they shading my pal number 1? How are they shading my pal number 1? How are they shading my pal number 1? Yeah, they could be saying that you have anger problems or anger issues. But it's kind of messed up because you haven't shown them that yet. Maybe you did in the past, but you haven't really shown them anything, or like any type of good or bad attention. With the star next to the 3 of Wands, they're shading you through your careers. They might be thinking that you think you're very highly, or like almost like maybe that your dreams didn't work out the way you planned them to. Like, they could be shading you about that. They could be shading you in a way saying that you're unfaithful or not really loyal. They could also be shading you saying that you're a witch. They could be shading you in a way where they're saying that all you have to offer is your sexuality or your good looks. But that's not true, because you could be smarter than all of these people combined together. They could be saying that you are only very smart because of your looks, which makes no fucking sense. But hey, maybe it makes sense to them. Maybe it rocks their boat. Let's see any more details on how these people could be shading my pal number 1. They could be shading you by saying that you're fake, or like every time people try to be kind to you, it's like you almost always do something undermined, or that you act very immature for your age. Why do I feel like a lot of these shady comments are like from the past? And I feel like that's one of the main reasons why these people are like shading, throwing shade at you, because there's almost nothing that you're really doing. So it's like they almost got to look into their shade book and look for something in the past or something that they can blame you for, or maybe something that they can assume about your life. Last cards on what are they, how are they shading my pal number one? How are they shading my pal number one? Yeah, they're trying to talk about your business, but in a way it's like they don't know really your business, so they have to assume from a very far place. Okay, these people are upset. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. These people are upset because they're not in your life. So somebody in here is not in your life, and they're really upset about it. And the way that they're throwing shade at your life is that they're talking about everything that you did in the past or who you were and how you haven't changed from now because you're still stuck on the past. So now let's see, what are these people's feelings towards my pal number one? These shady people, what are they feeling about my pal number one right now? How are they feeling? I'm a pal number, and I'm gonna take 5 cards, and then at the end of the deck we got that one right there. So these are gonna be these people's thoughts and emotions about it all. Remember, these could be explicit, heartbreaking. We have here, your body is perfect. I knew you guys were good looking. I knew it. Because ain't no way all these people are so pressed. Now, let's see here. I hate hearing about you. I feel like these people constantly hear good news about you. So they got to go and they got to pick up the book of the past and start like flipping through the pages. Because you're doing so good right now that it's like everybody's kind of like watching you. I'll be wanting to text you, but I'm too prideful. You see, I told you guys, these people, they want you to kiss their ass. If not, they're going to be shady and telling everybody, oh, they think they're better than me. They think they're better than this. That's why they don't talk to me. Ooh, somebody says, I wish you the worst. And then somebody here is saying, I am jealous. And then, your presence makes me insecure. So it's pretty clear that you're not the problem. It's pretty clear that you tried your best with these people. It's pretty clear that you gave everyone undivided attention and they still did not take it. Now, how can my pal number one protect themselves against all these shady ass people? How can my pal number one protect themselves from all these shady ass people and things that they're saying about them? Like, how can my pal number one... Ooh. 2 cards fell out, but I'm gonna put them back. If they come out again, I'll let you guys know. Let's see here. How can my pal number one protect themselves against these people? Ooh. Okay, so pal number one, 9 of Pentacles at the end of the deck. You guys are freaking stunning, all right? Page of Wands next to the 7 of Pentacles is literally saying, don't try nothing. Don't try to get on their good graces. Don't try to be there for them. Don't try anything. Don't try it. Why? Because whether you do good around these people, whether you do bad around these people, you're still going to feel in this 5 of Cups energy. You're still going to feel unwanted, uncared for, and to the side. These people are great manipulators in the way in which they will make you believe like everything is fine, but behind your back, they're literally crucifying you. And the reason why I say don't entertain them is because if they couldn't stand the old you, mind you, when you didn't have not even probably a high self-esteem, you think they're gonna stand this new you? They're gonna hate you. All right, so do yourself the favor. And if they couldn't stand you when you barely had anything, what makes you think they're gonna stand you now that you're better? Okay, the only way to get away from this shadiness is stay in your power. Don't be in places where you're not appreciated for too long. Know your worth, and start growing you. Start watering yourself. Sometimes we feel like we need to go back in the past and water these old flowers and, let them know that we haven't changed, that we're still humble and we're still good people. Heck that. Meet newer good people. Meet newer people that you don't have to prove yourself to. If they really loved you, if they really cared, no. If they really respected you, they would have never fumbled the first time. Okay, you are a good person. I don't think you deserved anything that happened in the beginning, anything that happened in the past, anything. Okay, so if they didn't like you back then when you barely had it, they will hate you now. All right? So that's literally what I have to say for this reading. Now, any more details as to how my pal number 1 can protect themselves against all this shade? So yeah, they're saying make newer connections with newer people. Let those people see you rocking hard with others. And yeah, Page of Cups with the Chariot. It's like, just move forward with your life. Don't look back, pal number 1. There's nothing there. It's all roaches and emptiness. You are the emperor now. Know your place, know your worth. The boss can't hang out with everyone. It don't work like that. And with the Wheel of Fortune, the more you continue to move forward, the more things will be bettering in your life. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you so much for clicking on this reading. Bye, guys. So for the viewers that picked pile number 2, let's find out who is being shady. And first, I want to test my intuition. So let's see here if the cards show me who is being shady towards you. So we have here my Alice Wonderland deck. Who is being shady towards my pal number 2? Ooh. Who is... I heard blush. Maybe some of you guys really like blush. Let's see here. Who is shading my pal number 2? Who is shading my pal number 2? Who is shading my pal number 2? Let's see here. A moment's regret. Someone from the past. You are a rare find. Somebody that you wouldn't even expect it to shade you. I also get here, someone has a spirit that's shading them because maybe you haven't done your offerings. I don't know if someone here does offerings and you haven't done it. The spirit is shading you. But I'm not going to get to those type of details. Okay. Use your time well in reverse. Investigate in reverse. I'm getting classmates. I'm getting group of people. I'm getting somebody that you wouldn't even expect it for real. For some of you guys, it could be your friend right now. Any friend you got right now is shading you. Old best friend, that's what I'm getting here. Someone you wouldn't have never expected it. People from the past, old best friend, I got that. I also got a neighbor. But let's see. Let's get to the specific ones because these cards really did not help me. See, I thought I was going to ace it. Let's see here. Oh, classmates. Never mind. I got that one. So old classmates are throwing shade. Or current classmates because, some of you guys are in school. We have her father-in-law is throwing shades. People from your old neighborhood. I knew it was old people. We have here a roommate is throwing shade at you right now. Ex-best friend. See, I said that one. She throwing shade at you or he. Neighbor. Got that right. But let me tell y'all something. I didn't look at these index cards. It was just like a little guess, but remember, it doesn't have to be all of these people that are throwing shade. It could be like 2 or 1. All right, just take it out. It resonates. Trust me, the universe is always sending us signs about who is fake as hell. We have here neighbor, another ex-friend, and then we have here a mother-in-law. So this also has in-laws in it. Oh my God, father-in-law, mother-in-law, roommate, people from your old neighborhood, ex-best friend, ex-friend. They're shading you right now. Let's see, why are they shading you? Now we know who the people are. Why are they shading my pal number 2? Why are these people shading my pal number 2? Why are these people shading my pal number 2? Like, why are they being shady? What's their point? What's their thing? These people could have done something to you. These people could have done something to you and they feel very, very bad about it. Oh my God, the same cards from earlier. Mortality. Life is brief, right? Okay, so this was trying to please everyone. So they're shading you because you're not trying to please them anymore. Like, you're not trying to prove anything to them anymore. Maybe you had an old ex-best friend that you will constantly send these paragraphs to, show them how much you care about them, and then boom, they make you feel like you're irrelevant. It could be the same thing with people in your old neighborhood. Like, maybe they regret the way that they did you. I'm sorry, pal number 2. I don't mean to be like coming at you. I just really feel like the old version of you was very people pleasing. I feel like you will try too hard to please people. So yeah, the reason why these people are being shady towards you is because you're not giving them the time of day. And you probably are giving them time because maybe these are people you got to see or be around, but you don't give them enough time. You don't give them the time that you used to give them. And maybe as a recovering people pleaser, I'm just getting that maybe you grew up in a household where you constantly had to prove yourself, prove that you were a good kid, prove that you weren't a liar, prove that you were this, that you were worthy of this and that and the other. And so it probably resulted in you wanting to do that with others that really didn't appreciate you. Because you see, people that appreciate you, you won't have to do too much. You won't have to do too much. Trust me. Okay, so they're throwing shade because they know they did you wrong in a way. And no matter how much they try to investigate or look further or deeper into the problem of the whole thing, they start to recognize that it's actually their fault. And so that moment's regret is making them want to throw shade at you because they feel like you haven't forgiven them. And they also feel like you're not giving them the attention that you used to give them. Maybe you tried to impress them. Maybe you would say hi to them in a very grateful manner. It's almost like you're putting them in the back burner. You are forgetting about them. Or that's how they feel, like you're forgetting about them. They're throwing shade at you because you're more mature now. You act before you do anything. You think before you act, sorry. These people could be shading you because no matter what they do or say behind your back or like instigate or antagonize, you just move forward. You just keep going and you look better. You're doing better. Let's get more cards as to why are they throwing shade? Why are they throwing shade? Why is my pile number two's people throwing shade? These people, why are they throwing shade? Yeah, you're not giving them the time of day. It's like you're letting them do whatever they want to do. If you want to be shady, be shady. If you don't want to pick up the trash in the house, don't pick it up. It's like you're giving them exactly what they're giving you. And they don't like that. They maybe these people felt like they were above you or better than you, or like due to certain circumstances you should abide by them. They're shading you because you're probably doing a lot of things, or you're acting in a way that they never expected you to act. Maybe these people were clicking old buttons expecting that you were going to be having the same attitude or be the same way. You outgrew them. That's also why they're shading you. It's almost like you're this reinvented new person, but they don't believe it, so they're still trying to push old buttons, and you're not falling for it. Like, whether it's bringing up things from the past, is bringing up old things that you did, like stories or telling you about it, or bringing up people that you don't like in front of you. It's like little things, or just doing things around the house that you don't like, because if this is like a roommate for some of you guys, like just doing things that they know you don't like, saying things that they know you don't like, doing things that they know will make you feel a way, and they think that they're doing something, but they're not. They're shading you because it's very clear to them right now that you have woken up to their issues. You have woken up to the type of people that they are. And so now you're moving about things in the right way, and they're seeing that. So these people, it's a tower moment for them, because it's like the person that they thought you were is not anymore. And it's like now they either have to get accustomed to this new you, or see if there are newer buttons that they can try. You know what I mean? Like newer things that they can like piss you off about or get you out of your character. But I feel like it's not working anymore. These people are shading you because they lost power over you. Power over your attention, power over your time. They lost all power with you. Maybe something recently happened that it kind of like woke you up to the situation with them. And if you think you were the only person that woke up, they woke up too. But they woke up to it being too late now to fix. They woke up to your attitude change when it was too late for them to fix theirs or show anything else. I feel like these people are shading you because maybe one time they try to make you out to look crazy. But what's resulting now is that they're the ones that look crazy. They're the ones that look like they have an underlying issue, or like a mental problem, or like some sort of like slow disorder, like in a way they're slow and like evil, or not as reliable. It's like everything they wanted you to be, they were that. And I feel like these people were trying to click buttons, but it just wasn't working anymore. It's like you know what can send someone off the edge, but you don't care to do that because that's what you want to see. That's what you want to, that's what you expect them to do. So now let's see something. What are they saying? Like, what's the shade? What are they saying? What's the shade on how are these people shading my pile number 2? What are they saying? What's the shade on my pile number 2? What's the shade on my pile number 2? They're shading you, but not in the way that a lot of us would expect it. I feel like they're shading you through your new attitude, through your new being. But it's almost like they don't have evidence that that's really not you. So they kind of want to say that this new you is an imposter, it's fake. But at the end of the day, they still don't have evidence that that's not true. They're shading you in a way. They're saying that you are doing whatever you want. You're like in your own world now. Like, you know, you don't talk as much as well. Like that's what they're shading as well. That you're being more and more quiet. Basically, like you're not telling your personal business. They're shading you in that way. They're like saying like, oh, this person, they're not even talking to us like that. They don't even bond with us. They want to say you're lying about something. They want to say that you're lying about something new that's happening in your life, whether it's a goal, a job, something that's happening in your life. Like it's a lie, whether if it's like traveling or like relocating or getting a new job. They're also shading you by saying that you're like very dry now. Like you're not the same as you used to be. They kind of want to say that you're still angry. You're just not showing it. That you're still angry inside. That you're still the same person from back in the day. You're just not showing it. And it's almost like they're plotting to see how they can make you show it. So these people are now plotting on how they can show the world that you are not this changed individual like you portray it to be. So be careful, pile number 2, of people giving you slight comments, doing little things that they'll know will upset you. Don't let them have it. Just don't. Yeah, these people, I don't know why they're shading you in this way, but they're basically calling you a liar. If you have like plans or goals about something, they keep saying you're like lying and you're lying. That basically like you're wasting time and doing other things. They also want to say like you're not as creative as you make it out to be. Like you're not someone that follows your own trends or your own things. I feel like there's something about control here. I feel like these people feel like they controlled your emotions or they controlled your attitude in a way. These people will do things that they know will upset you on purpose. Say things that they'll know will make you feel bad about yourself, but they didn't care about that because all they saw is how they can control you. I feel like it was a problem when you started to realize that they don't control you anymore and that you actually have more power than what you might think. Okay? So, and this is your lover's parents, whatever. They might have thought that they control shit because they're the parents and they control the likelihood of your relationship or if y'all are happy or not or if they want to break it up or not. And I feel like recently you showed them that they don't control shit. That if you don't want to go see them, you don't have to. If you don't want to go talk to them, you don't have to. If you don't want to go tell them your business, you don't have to. If you don't want to go visit, you don't have to. So you basically show them that they in fact don't control shit. So again, if you have a roommate that gets off on leaving the garbage and hear you complain about it and then call you crazy, You're no longer doing that. You're no longer giving them the power to call you out of your name for something that they did or gaslight you. Okay? It's almost like you're putting a mirror in front of these people's faces. Like, you thought you were gonna get me upset, but haha, look at you. Look at who you are. So it's almost like you're putting a mirror to a lot of these people's faces because you are not reacting in the ways that they want you to react. So now they're calling you unoriginal. They're calling you angry. They're calling you basic. And they're saying that you're hiding a lot of the bad things that are happening in your life. Or you're not being real about how you feel or your emotions. Yeah, like basically, ooh, that's the other thing. They're shading at the fact that, you know, if you feel a way about something, say it. If you feel a way about anything that I did, talk up, speak up. But it's like, why should I talk about something that you did underhandedly? Like, you did that. You did it. You had a purpose on doing that. So why are you surprised that I'm angry and that I don't want to confront you about it? You did what you did, and that's it. So that's what I'm getting here. Like, these people feel a way because they know that you're angry at them or that you're not happy with them, but you're not saying nothing to them. It's almost like you're just acting normal. You're not doing anything but acting normal. But that is like their guilt is telling them that you're upset about something that they did. Their guilt. But their ego is telling them, well, if that bothered them so much, why they can't just speak up and talk about it like a family? No, or like a friend or like whatever. They know things bother you and they get upset because you won't confront them about it. What the hell? Because why you're not going to confront them about it? Because that's exactly what they wanted you to do. They wanted you to go up to them upset or scandalous or say things or say something and basically keep you the topic of discussion. So they're upset because you're not doing the tit for tat. They're doing the tit, you're doing the later, and they don't like that. They don't like that. So any more messages on how are they being shady? What are they saying? Like, how are they being shady? Like, what are they saying? How are they being shady? They're shading you because they're lying. These people are liars. These people are liars. I don't know why I got these. These people are liars. I feel like they feel like you're regretful for something that you did in the past. So that's why you're acting the way that you are right now. They're shading you, saying that you've changed. Again, that you've changed. But they want to say that the only thing that you've changed is your looks, your outfits, not who you really are inside. It's like these people want to have like an aha moment. Caught you. You're crazy. I knew it. I knew you haven't changed. Aha, caught you. You know what I mean? When the whole time they're the boogeyman. They're the ones that need to get caught. Right? So now let's see. What are these people's feelings about you? Let's see here. What are their thoughts and feelings about my pile number 2? What are these people's thoughts and feelings about my pile number 2? And we're going to take 5 cards and then we're going to take one from the end of the deck. So we want here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At the end of the deck, I can't believe the things I did to you. I'm telling you right now, these people's guilt is eating them up. But their ego cannot make them just apologize or be a better person. It's almost like they have to find the bad in you to feel better about themselves. So now, I pretend to like you. Oh my God. They pretend to like you. I hope that at the end of this reading, pile number 2, you know what it is? They're like, oh, I pretend to like you. Bitch, I don't even like you. Like, I have to be around you. Like, I have to. Um, you are so beautiful. Exactly. You're stunning. Problem number two, you're freaking stunning. And I feel like that's why a lot of these people want to have that just trying to find the worst into somebody, you know. I would never hurt you. Yeah, physically. Physically. I wish you would have never had my kids, or I wish you never dated my kids, something like that. I don't know. I wish you never met my kids, had my kids. I think you're better than me. Yeah. I feel like I feel like it's just like a power struggle here. Like, who is the more in power? And they could have felt like they were more power and more in control, but it's like through time they recognize that they're really not. They're not. They're not in power. They're not overpowering you because they think that you're better than them, but you are. Because you're not out here trying to despise or demise people because of insecurities. That I can't believe the things I did to you. Yeah, me neither. Me neither. I feel like something hit the nail in the coffin for this group. I feel like you realize, listen, if I have to deal with these people, I might as well I might as well focus on myself. Because no matter what I do, what I be, what I say, it's always coming against me. It's always coming against what I believe in or who I am as a person. All right? Don't do yourself the favor with people that are always out to get you or out to, assume the worst of you. Just let them go. Let them go. People waiting for the aha moment. People that are always feeling like you're attacking them. Like, people feel like, you don't wish well. You guys know what I mean. Get those people out of your life because they're just waiting for you to fail. They're just waiting to say that you're a bad person. Let's see here. How can my pile number 2 protect themselves from the shade? How can my pile number 2 protect themselves from all these shady ass people and these shady ass things that they're saying? How can my pal number 2 protect themselves from this shade? Use your time well. Nature communication. Forget who you are. Belong to your own. So we're getting basically the same almost cards. So with use your time well, I don't mean for you to upset these people. I don't want you to upset these people. But don't give them the time of day. Don't give them the time that they're looking for. When it says use your time well, I feel like you not even putting these people first is already making them upset. The only way to protect yourself from all these shady ass people is definitely not giving them your time that much. Make them feel like they're not as important because they're not. They're not, pal too. And the more you try to make them feel like they're important or relevant, the more that they're gonna try to hit you like a hammer. You know what I mean? Push you down. All right? Where there's no love, you shouldn't reciprocate more love. Of course, you should continue to be a lovable person and be respectful, but you shouldn't pour more than what you're supposed to. All right? Basically, the way you can free yourself from the shade is staying in your place, minding your business, not doing too much. Okay? Being very mindful. All right? With nature communication, Spirit wants to let you know to continue to communicate within yourself. Continue to look for the answers that you need within yourself. You will always find the answers to everything. And when you move with love, they will always have your back. Let these people burn the bridges around them. You don't move a finger. You don't say nothing. All right? When it says here, forget who you are. Don't let these people constantly make you think about the old version of who you were, your past version or your past self. Like, don't let them make you feel like you're still that person, because sometimes we might change for the better, but the people around us, they don't believe it. They don't want to see it. They want to keep being in that same energy. They want to tempt you into being the same person. If people cannot take that you've changed, change on them. Deuces, leave them. Another way you could protect yourself from the shade, please do not tell these people your personal business. Stop telling them things that you're happy to tell the world. Don't tell them. Don't. For what? Don't tell them your goals. Don't tell them your dreams. Don't tell them your choices. Don't tell them your next choices. Basically, leave these people out in the dust. Leave them out in the cold. Don't really think about the things that they are going to say about you. Don't think about the things that they're going to say about you. Instead, think about the things that you're going to do to better yourself. Whatever they have to say about you, they're going to have to be faced with judgment. And let me tell you something about spirit and guides. When you're minding your business, anybody trying to throw rocks at you, it literally falls back to them. It does. Trust me, I've lived through it. I've lived through moments where I know certain people are out to get me, and I just literally don't do nothing. I just let them do what they're supposed to do, and they always fall on their ass. So pile number 2, if you're scared that some of these shady ass people are around you, I'm here to let you know they're only hurting themselves. You can't hurt someone that's spiritually in tune with the highest of love. If you are operating from love and a high ass vibration, you are untouchable on this earth. Like, literally. Please, guys, energy is everything. If your energy is out to be nasty and get people and to take off the mask of people like, this is who they are, you are only doing yourself a disservice in your own life, in your own personal goals. These people are kind of miserable. Pile number 2, feel bad for them. And let's see here. Don't make them a choice. Don't make them a choice. Forget about them. We have here, what else can my pile number 2 do to protect themselves? Yeah. Don't try to lead the way or show how, don't show your cards. Don't try to lead the way. Don't try to be the one that knows all the answers. Sit back. Spirit wants to let you know to sit back on this one. Sit back on these shady ass people. Sit back and watch. And nonsense in reverse. I don't know if somebody here is a Gemini placement or somebody here likes to talk a lot. It's not working in your favor. Stop talking so much. Stop talking so much to people that have done you dirty and dirty and dirty and dirty and dirty and dirty and dirty. Stop talking so much. Just stop. Why? Because anything that you say will be used against you, will be assumed, will be construed, will be twisted. I told you guys in the beginning, these people are liars. These people are liars. Be careful what you say about anything and about anybody. And go about things the right way. Manifest for yourself. Work on yourself. Work on your goals. If there's people that you got to be around or you got to see and they're not the best people and they're not the best to you, treat them like they deserve it. Ignored and dusted. All right? Undusted. Because when you care about things, you dust it. But when you don't care about something, what it do? It catch dust and spiders. Let them catch dust and spiders. Don't keep up with them. Don't try to see how they're doing and what's going on. No. Save your love Put your love in your pocket and go save it for somebody else that deserves to be loved. Not for the same motherfuckers that, oh my God, the cursing. Not for the same people that are gonna throw it away, that are gonna slam it in your face, that are gonna show you constantly how much you don't matter to them. They will always show you how much you don't matter to them. No matter how much love you show them, appreciation. So take all that, put it in your pocket, and go give it to somebody that actually cares and literally wants it. All right? Not these people. Trust me, guys. Don't feel like you constantly got to show love to certain people because you're surrounded by them. No, you don't. No, you don't. Once you pour that love into you and people that deserve it, life will always bring you more love. All right? So that's all for today. Thank you so much for clicking on this reading. Bye, guys. So for the viewers that picked pile number 3, let's find out who is being shady towards you. I already got your family is being shady towards you. Your own family. But let's see here. Let's figure out who is being shady towards my pile 3. Who is being shady towards my pile 3? Who's being shady towards my pile 3? Let's find out. Base chakra. Yeah, somebody in power like your mother, your father. Deception or envy movement. Okay. Somebody you caught being fake, or somebody you caught being underhandedly mean or biased. Or somebody that you feel like is envious of you, but you don't have proof. That person could be talking ish or being shady. We have here success and love begins in reverse. Okay, somebody that you weren't successful in love, or like a friendship that was not successful. Something that required you to be there for somebody, but like almost like in a draining manner. Like you'll be drained constantly. All right. We have here sister. Okay, you might have a sister. You feel like she's a hater, but you don't got no evidence. And then again, my sister, she would never. We have here your ex friend or your boyfriend's ex friend. So if you're dating somebody, their old friend is being shady towards you. We have here your mother is being shady towards you. I already knew it was your mother. As soon as I saw that base, I knew it was mother. We have here a best friend or somebody you consider your best friend. Oh my God, your family. And then brother-in-law or sister-in-law. Doesn't matter. Brother or sister-in-law. Say, we got here a lot of family. Pile number 3. And all I just want to say is, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's just, I just got the vibe of like people where you just constantly come in for them and you're just constantly unsuccessful. It's like you're constantly being drained or used, but for nothing, right? You could have been tired of being drained or being used. Okay, let's see. Why are they throwing shade? Why are they throwing shade? Why are these people 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 throwing shade? Ooh, they're heartbroken that you're not there for them anymore. Or like they feel like you changed on them. Maybe you're not being very talkative with them, or you're not telling them a lot, or you're not being the same that you used to be with them. They feel like you outgrew them in a way. Or like you were patiently waiting on this moment to like remove them from your life. These people, they're shading you because they feel like you changed on them. Like you changed on them in a way. Maybe you're not being as patient with them. Maybe you are not being their protector, their guider anymore. And it really sucks because this could be your mom. But your mom could also feel like you used the hurt that she gave you and transformed who you are. And they could also feel like you're not telling them things, like you're keeping things to yourself now. Maybe you would talk a lot, like you would tell a lot of details about your life, the good, the bad, the evil, the great. They feel like you're holding things back now. And it's almost like they feel like you've been patiently trying to do that, like patiently trying to kick them out of your life. Now let's see here. Why are they being shady again? Any last details? Why are they being shady? They're being shady because they see you doing good. They see you getting a lot. They see you doing better in life. They see you working on a project and growing and growing and growing. And even growing up financially, leveling up emotionally, leveling up your body, leveling, maybe one of these people felt like you needed them, but you showed them that you were actually better than them. For some of these people, they're shading you because you are better than them, or you're showing ways in which you are better than them, and they feel like they can't top that, or when will they ever top that? So yeah, they're shading you because of your material prosperity. All right. Okay. Let's see. What are they saying? What how are they being shady? What are they saying about my pal number 3? How are these people being shady? What are they saying about my pal 3? How are these people shading my pal 3? What are they saying? How are they shading my pal 3? I don't think they're throwing shade. I feel like they're talking about in how many ways you're doing so good and how they have so many memories with you. I think they're like just reminiscing on the past. But they could also be saying that you feel like too good, or like maybe you're too busy, or maybe you're out here, doing things with other people that you don't have them in the front. For some of you guys, they shading your maturity. They're shading your maturity by saying that you're grown up now. You do things differently. You think differently. They could be saying that you're using love to get everything you want in life. Like you're using love to get ahead. Like maybe you're using your partner to get ahead, or their family to get ahead. Like you're using something in your disposal to get better or ahead. Okay, so they're undermining your successes. They're undermining you. They're saying you've always had help, whether it was from a boyfriend, a lover, a father. You always get help. You always got the better hand, or the better side, the better end of the stick. And these are people that you might feel like should be happy for you, but they're almost like saying like, you got all of this because of this. You got all that because of that. You got all this because of this. That's the way that they're shading you. That everything you have is maybe because of a man, or because of your family, or because, something that you've created. All right. What else? How are they shading my pal number 3? What are they saying about my pal 3? How are they shading my pal 3? How are they shading my pal 3? These people are pocket watching. They're pocket watching. They could be saying that you have some sort of addictions as well. Like maybe you smoke a lot of weed, or you smoke a lot, or you drink a lot, or something like that. Like they could be talking about your addictions, but like that if it wasn't for something in specific, you would have never been this successful. Okay? Because you're not all that. You don't work as hard. You don't even have a good ass heart. That's what they're trying to say. Like, whatever recognition and reward you have, you don't deserve it because you didn't work hard for it. You didn't go through the obstacles for it. You didn't go through as many challenges as you had to. It's like you got everything super easy. You didn't really have to work hard. You didn't have to save a lot of money. These people are pocket watching. And yeah, honestly, I don't think I will ever be mad at anybody that I love in my life that's getting things easy in their life. Maybe I'll be like, damn, lucky ass, but not to the point where I'm undermining everything that they have going on because they have a man that has money or they have this and da. If you are getting everything you receive, even with little to no work, why? Because you've put your vibration high enough to attract those things. You see, people think that you just slap your ass and things just magically appear. Let me tell you something. For the people that want to judge, for you to even get a man with money, you think it's easy? You think you get to slack off in the gym? You think you can slack off, taking care of yourself and your beauty, or even, I don't know, your teeth? You think you could, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, it's so sickening to me. To even get good things, would you think that you're a bad person, you're a horrible person? That's how you got all these good things? You see, this is why their miserable ass is still stuck there. Because they're too busy looking at ways of why you don't deserve what you have, instead of saying, how can I get what she has? So instead of finding ways of how they can get what you have, they want to find ways as to why you don't deserve what you have. But baby, you ain't God. You ain't God. You know what I mean? So yeah, these people are not happy because they feel like you live a better life than them. And you didn't even have to do much. And I'm so sorry if this is someone's sister or even best friend. That's very sad. That's very sickening. Okay? But yeah, you don't work hard because you got everything easy because, And I was given the example of getting a rich man or an alpha man, whatever I'm saying. But it's the truth. You have to work on either something, mentally, spiritually, physically, to get anything in life. So for you to think that, oh, just because you were laying your ass, you weren't working, you didn't deserve that. Okay, maybe I did. Maybe I was a good person. Maybe I raised my vibrations. Maybe I gave back to people in need. Maybe I did do things, but you didn't see them because you were too busy pocket watching me instead of asking me, how did I do it? Right? So now let's see, what are these people's thoughts and feelings on my pile number 3? What are these people's thoughts and feelings on my pile 3? What are these people's thoughts and feelings on my pile 3? What are these people's thoughts and feelings? It could be as little as, you graduated from school, but it wasn't that big of a degree. Or you didn't pay for your school. So it's almost like your success was handed to you because you didn't pay for your school. I think you put a spell on me. So somebody around you thinks you put a spell on them. Maybe because all the shit talking that they're doing is hitting their ass, right? Being around you makes me mad. So someone here, just being around you makes them mad. So be careful. Okay? You're the best I ever met. Yeah, you're the one that are doing the best in their life. I'm sorry for hurting you. I hurt you because I'm mad about my life. And my friends lied about you. Okay, so whoever this is, I feel like they cared more about what other people had to say about you than how they actually cared about you, or like what you did for them. Okay, is this person kind of forgot what you did for them the moment that you were doing better than them? The moment you reached a level that was like untouchable or anything, that's when a problem arised, right? That's when things started to be a little difficult. You got to pay attention to when people are in your life. Pay attention to when people are in your life. If once you're doing better, no. If once they're doing better, you're irrelevant, you don't matter, you're not even in their thoughts. That's how that person felt about you from the beginning. They just couldn't show out because they didn't have it like that. You know what I mean? It's like a friend that's always there for you, always down for you. You're always there for them. And the moment that they have a partner or they have somebody else, you completely become like I don't know, like a ghost in their life. You're no longer helpful. You're no longer an aid. Okay? So you got to understand that you were always like that for that person. They just ain't show it. You know what I mean? They just ain't show you that because they needed you. It's the same thing like when what they call it again, the woman that stayed through the rough times. And let me tell y'all something. That's a very double-edged sword, because there is women that stay with their husbands when they don't have nothing, and when they have it all, they're still loved. Okay, that is for some people true, some people not. Some people, you know, they deal so much with somebody, and then as soon as the person has a little bit of success, you're gone for them. So yeah, I feel like these people, they almost made you feel irrelevant in a way that just made you continue moving forward with your life. And I feel like now that you look like you're doing better than everything and everybody, and you don't really care about their absence or even, you know, how they treated you, not important or whatnot, you're fine about it. Same way if it was your mother. Like, your mother probably gave your siblings better attention, better things, a better experience, you know? And now your mom is looking back to, damn, my child, this one, wasn't even as bad as these other kids. And I did more for them than I did for this. You know, or the opposite. Like, I put down my daughter or my son down so much that they're now showing me how much better they are and how much better they're doing than anybody around me. You know what I mean? It's like that. It's like it gives a feeling like you made them feel important, and then they made you feel not important, and now they're feeling stuck because you're moving on about you not being important in their life. It's like they felt like you should have cared more for them, but it's like, in a way, why should I? It's like they felt like they had like a permanent spot in your life. But it's like, if I'm irrelevant in your life, then you're going to be as irrelevant in mine. Why should you be more relevant in my life? It's like you being almost always in the back burner, the last to find out about things, the last to ever even receive something or whatever. Just always get the scraps. And then they're upset because you're giving them scraps. And they're shading you in a way where they're saying, you know, they probably think they're all that, but they didn't get that because of this. They didn't get that because of that. Okay, so now let's see. How can my pal number 3 protect themselves against this shade? How can my pal 3 protect themselves against all this shade? How can my pal 3 protect themselves against all this shade? Positive movement forward in reverse. They don't want you to keep being a mat, pile number 3. Spirit doesn't want you to continue to be a mat. It's okay to love these people, but if you're not important in their lives, they should not be important in your life. And I feel like it's a power struggle, because these are people that you probably really love, but your intuition keeps oh my God, that's crazy. Your intuition keeps telling you that they're not the ones that make you happy. They're the ones that cause disruptions. They're the ones that always need your help. They're the ones that when they're falling, they call you. But when they're having fun, you're the last that they call. When they're enjoying themselves, when they have money, you're the last one they call. But when they have a problem, when they have something to complain about, you're the first to call. And that is not something that you deserve. What the waiting game in reverse is saying, these people are not going to change as much as you love them. They will, if they haven't put you first during their good times, they will not put you first during their bad times. Wait, did I say that right? If they didn't put you first in their good times, they're going to put you first in their bad times. That's what I meant. They're going to put, that's what I'm saying. If they put you first, oh my God, y'all get what I mean though. If when they're going through the worst, you're the first to call, when they're doing good, don't expect a call from them. Okay, and it doesn't always happen like that. That's not true. You know, there's some people that are very grateful. But in this case, it feels like a love power struggle. Like, you know, I love them so much, so I should be there for them, even if they're making me feel left out. Because I love them, because that's my sister, that's my little sister, that's my mom. So although, you know, they're treating me like gum off the sidewalk, you know, that's my mom. I need to go see her if she's sick. But your mom didn't see you when you were sick. Your mom didn't even pick up your phone calls when you needed her last time. You know, it's like that. It's like you feel a responsibility to show up for certain people because maybe of time, because maybe, you know, they're your sibling, because but they don't feel the same way about you. So the only thing you're doing is hurting yourself, hurting your progress, and making yourself available for people that don't appreciate you. So you're going to keep disappointing yourself. So how else can my pal number 3 protect themselves against this shade? How can my pal 3 protect themselves against this shade? Oh, continue to be successful, continue to mind your business, and continue to be patient with yourself. Never be patient with others. That's their job, to be patient with themselves. Oh, their parents' jobs to be patient with them. Their partners, not yours. Okay, and maybe that's who you are in their life, but at the end of the day, if they don't have you don't have to be patient with anybody that's not bringing you success, that's not bringing you anything good to your table, no matter their title, right? At the end of the deck, we have here discontent and boredom. That's how you be around these people, discontent and bored, okay? Just so that they could turn around and say, you ain't all that because you ain't worked for everything you got, all right? So that's all for today. Thank you so much for clicking on this reading. Bye, guys.